It consumes 20% of the amount of firewood because it's a lot more efficient, so you're not chopping wood nearly as much. All the heat is held inside the mass. It's sort of a poor man's Russian fireplace. Well, my name's Kip Roberts, and I've lived here in this valley for about, I don't know, almost close to 20 years. I followed a kit in this little book we have here. It's a really interesting technology, low technology, very simple, yet very efficient. Obviously, I got a couple of barrels. I got a whole bunch of rocks, sand, and clay. Went down to Cascade Concrete, bought some refractory brick, and formed up the main skeleton of this stove. Buried 8-inch pipe which runs from the stove horizontally down the end of the bench, makes a U-turn, comes back behind the barrel, and then exits. And right now I'm burning at 400 something degrees, and it's clean on the environment.
I am Walt Hagemeister and actually grew up here since 8th grade year in junior high. So I've been a resident of the valley for quite some time. Thought that I was going to try to build something to make plucking ducks a little easier than actually stripping them by hand. As a result of going on the internet and downloading YouTube videos, I kind of took a group of different pluckers that were available out there and came up with my own little idea based on things that I had around the property to just scavenge and build it. It's an old sanding disc, and I put a PVC pipe on, a PVC fitting, and these bungee cords. And if you look on the inside, these bungee cords have fat ends, so when I cut a slot in and put the bungee cords in, they're like little rubber fingers. And that's basically the duck plucker.
So this is my very first boom mic swing arm, and they sell these things, but they're they're like $100. And I had this sort of a desk lamp, similar construction, but it was lacking a few things. So I took the lamp off of it. This pop filter, that I just cut off of another one and screwed it to the arm. It gets a little cheesy over here because I just had to cut off another old mic, just wired it. And this little deal here too, this part here is made up of pipe fittings. But that's what you do when you don't have enough money to equip a radio station. You put a little money into the mic, all right, but when it comes to how you're going to hold it in front of your face, that was where we saved some money. So, hi, I'm Don Ashford, and I guess we're taking a look at some of the things I've come up with, which are life hacks in one way, but maybe the way they happened to me was they were born out of necessity, sort of. Necessity is the mother of invention. I needed to span this area, so I thought, okay, this bit will probably work. And then I dug around in some other stuff and had a bunch of old boat fittings and so on. And you know what? It's worked. No deers have figured it out anyway. And it lets chickens through. That's the gate. That's the way to hold the gate shut. This bell, well, it's just like a big old pot, without a bottom. It's a memorial for my favorite dog that I ever had. And so he passed away, and I saved him out in the pasture for a long time and had all these bones. So I gathered up a bunch of bones and then put those in a kiln, turned those into ash, and then incorporated that ash into the glaze. I never thought I'd miss a dog as much as I missed this dog. He was really a great dog, and so that's kind of him up there too. So that's partly why I did that bell that way. It doesn't gong. It's more like